Welcome back, this is Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos, and today we are going to be doing a double peekaboo on a water bottle. As always, I'll make sure to put everything I use today into the description box for you guys down below so that way you guys can purchase those items if you would like to. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's wake up, prep these tumblers, and slay all day. Let's do this. Today I am using this double-walled 32-ounce water bottle that I purchased through Mother Tumbler. The lid for this is a screw top, so every time you go to do something with it, whether it be painting or epoxy like I'm doing here, you will need to make sure that you tape off your threads every step of the way. I like using electrical tape. It definitely forms a lot better around those curves of the threads than a typical painter's tape. I went ahead and I already prepped and I painted my tumbler just a basic white. Because I'm doing a peekaboo, I was perfectly fine with painting it white. But if I wasn't doing a peekaboo with the particular glitters that I'm using today, I would have went ahead and used neon spray paints to coordinate with the color glitters I'm using. But again, because I'm doing a double peekaboo, it's really not all that noticeable if stuff doesn't happen to cover completely. I am using chunky glitter today, so I am going to be using the epoxy method to help out those chunky glitters lay flat. I just really like this method better than glue when it comes to this. So I went ahead and applied 10 mLs of epoxy, and as you can see here, I'm just making sure that I completely smooth it out very well. And to be honest, I really didn't need to do that close up around the edge because the peekaboo is going to be mainly towards the center of this tumbler and the bottom, so you really don't have to glitter up around the top too much. And the glitter I'm going to be using today, this one is called Southwest Florida. Then we have Party Girl, LOL, Nemo, and for filler I have Key Lime and Twilight Spritz. And you can find all those glitters at socglitters.com if you would like to. Now when it comes to applying the glitter, it's completely up to you. I am just going to do just these different bursts of the glitters completely around, so just different stripes all the way around. I did try to keep them kind of in the same motion, so as you can see here, I did it kind of at a slant, and I'm just doing like 2 in the front and 2 in the back kind of thing. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing with my glitter. And again, you really don't have to focus too much up around where that rim goes. I just happen to do it here. But I mean, to save you a little bit of time and sanding, you really don't need to focus on that too much with the glitter. So after I get the first color down, I pretty much use that as a template, so that way my glitter has a little bit of structure to it. So I pretty much just take the rest of it and just sprinkle it right up next to the glitter beforehand, just again making a little bit of structure to it. And once I have my chunky glitter laid down, I'm going to go ahead and come through with my key lime and just kind of load that up here and there. And I will also take the Twilight Spritz and do that as well. So the reason why I use 2 different fillers is because this is a little green. I wanted a little bit of green in there. So this was my opportunity to kind of do that. And the Twilight Spritz, of course, is like this pinkish purple. Again, I just wanted to add a little bit of purple and green to it, you know. Just to kind of finish it off. But I did use the Twilight Spritz to fully load it up completely before I was done with it. And then I'm going to take my opposite gloved hand and I'm going to completely tap down all those chunky glitters. This will just make our life so much more better, making sure that none of that glitter is poking up and become a nuisance to us once we go to start applying our epoxy. And at the beginning we applied our tape, and now at the end of whatever we're doing, we need to take it back off so that way we don't accidentally glue it down to our tumbler. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to set that off to the side and let that cure. After it has cured, we reapplied our tape. We swept it off really good to remove any of those extra glitters that just didn't adhere down the first round. We gave it a good spritz of our sealer, our spray sealer, so that way this epoxy wouldn't wick away off of our chunky glitter. And we are going to apply 20 milliliters of epoxy right over top of this raw glitter. So over the years, I have just learned to fashion my own wands to be able to hold these odd shaped tumblers onto my turner. I fashioned this one out of a football and then just my PVC piping, and it works good for me. But I know that there are things that you can buy like on Etsy or whatever to fit different types of turners for you guys for these awkward shaped tumblers. So I'll make sure to attach some places off Etsy or wherever I can find it for you guys, so that way you can attach a water bottle if you want to use a water bottle to your turner. And of course, once you get it onto your turner, you want to make sure you remove that tape, hit it up really good with your torch, making sure you pop all those little micro bubbles, let that cure, and then we're ready to move on to the next step. So while that cures, we're going to go ahead and cut out our vinyls. So the main vinyl I'm using is just a Libby wrap that I found off of Creative Fabrica. I went ahead and sized that to match the size tumbler that I'm using, 11.5 by 8. I was initially going to do like a wrap with it, but then I just ended up piecing it off together, and you'll see. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and push that off to the side because that's going to be for my first Peekaboo, where I don't technically need any type of offset for it because I'm just going to be doing just the Peekaboo with nothing else to it so far. And then for the second Peekaboo that I'm going to be doing, I need to have one of these hibiscus flowers off of that particular wrap. So I'm going to go ahead and I duplicated it, and then I'm going to go into my contour. I'm going to hide all contour. I'm going to select one of these flowers here, and I'm going to highlight it so that way it is visible on my main screen. And then we are going to go ahead and work with that particular flower. So I'm going to need 2 of these hibiscus flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that one because one will be for inside of the word aloha and one will be for that second Peekaboo portion on the outside with just hibiscus flowers. So we're going to go ahead and work on the main aloha portion here. Of course, the hibiscus is going to be used as the letter O inside of our word. So we just need to type up A-L-H-A. There we go. And I'm just using a basic college font for that. So now I'm going to go ahead and get it sized to how big I want it. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup the letters, and I'm going to highlight HA together and AL together, and I'm going to weld those separately. So that way we can go ahead and piece that off and get our flower placed into the center and get everything lined up how we would like it lined up. So I'm just going to rearrange my flower, kind of make sure that it's nicely sized the way that I would like it. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it, and I'm going to weld this completely together. And before we move on to the next step, you want to make sure that you have it sized down to the size that you'd want it. So I want mine completely up the side. It was a little over 6 inches by about 3 that I ended up doing it. And then after you get it sized how you want it, you're going to apply an offset. All my offsets are going to be 0.056. After you apply your offset, you're going to highlight both the back and the front together, and you're going to come down and you're going to slice, and you're going to take the black portion from the front and you move it off to the side because that's going to be for our Peekaboo area, and then this gray portion is going to be all of our finishing outlines for when we're all done. So one more time, we're going to take this extra hibiscus because again, we're going to be doing another Peekaboo around the outside. We are going to get it sized to the proportion we would like. We are going to apply that offset. We're going to highlight everything together. We are going to slice, and we're going to remove the black and put it in with our other Peekaboos over off to the side there. That's everything that's going to be cut for the Peekaboos. Go ahead and delete that center out of the gray, and then we have our outlines for the ending, which will be cut out in white, and then everything over here can be cut out in any extra kind of scraps you have laying around, because these are just going to be discarded anyways once it's all said and done, because that's going to be our Peekaboo area. And I didn't show it here, but I ended up doing about 5 of these single hibiscus for the ending product. So make sure you get everything cut out beforehand so that way you don't have to fuss with it later. Okay, our vinyls are cut, our tumbler has cured, it's nice and smooth, and we're ready to get started on our first Peekaboo. So like I said earlier, my intentions were I was going to wrap it, and then I just didn't feel like it because I was like, well, I want one on the bottom, and I got to fit the curve on the top. So again, I'm just going to layer this down piece by piece and make sure that I fill it in as best as I can because, in the end, we do want a lot of this glitter exposed. That's the whole point of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to place these as close as I can, fitting as much as I can onto the surface here. After I get done applying these decals, I'm going to take it outside and I am going to spray paint it a teal, any kind of teal you have on hand, but I ended up using, I think it was called sea foam or something like that. I'll put it in the description box for you guys if you want to use the same color. And as soon as I spray painted it, I brought it back inside because I wanted to try something out. I know this is a really old technique, but I've never done it. As the paint was still tacky, I went ahead and placed my glitter down. This is called ice. And right after I applied it, I went ahead and brushed it all kind of flat, and it was almost like the tack it method in a way. It didn't work as good, you know. I did my best here. Like I said, this was the first time I ever did it. So would I do it again? Probably not. Okay, I would just use the tack it method, but I'm just saying. Then I went ahead and let that sit off to the side and let it finish drying because, like I said, it was a little tacky still, which is why we could apply the glitter. Now is the fun part of removing all of our little decals that we had placed all over the surface. And these decals, you know, they were kind of intricate. It wasn't too bad. It did probably take me a solid 30 plus minutes to do this. So I'm just saying, because there's a lot to it. Every little petal needed to be removed and stuff, but it's all good. I actually kind of like sitting here and zoning out and listening to my music and removing the decals. It's kind of nice. And once you have all your little decals removed, of course, we need to apply a coat of epoxy over top of this, of course. So we will retape our threads around the top. We will go ahead and spray seal it or use your liquid sealer, whichever one you'd like to use. We are going to put about 20 to 30 mLs of epoxy over top of this. We are going to let that cure, and then we're ready to move on to our next step. We're back, it's cured, and I have the lid on. Now, the reason why I have the lid on is because I want to know where to put my main quote. Because when you put these screw tops on, it stops in one position. So we kind of want that quote to align up with where somebody would be tipping that up to drink out of. So this is our second Peekaboo. So we are focusing on just applying not the outlines just yet. That'll be our finishing vinyls. So we are focusing on the insides of all the flowers and the aloha that we had made up. So we're going to go ahead and get that lined up and place that down. And then we will come through and just randomly place down our extra hibiscus that we have just around the surface. And after we apply our vinyls down, I am going to make sure that I tape off the threads again and make sure I tape off my football as well, because we are going to take it outside and we are going to do the power wash method over top. So we just need a basic white spray paint. And then we would just need a basic Dawn power wash. I like the pumpy foam style because I like how it makes it look a lot more like water. So the whole point of this is it's going to give it that water effect over top, but I didn't want to fill it in too much because I don't want to take away too much of the beautiful neon peekaboo we have underneath. So I'm just going to gently come through and give this just a quick spritz here and there because this is going to act as a masking agent along with the vinyls that we have. So that way, wherever this stuff is, the spray paint won't go onto is pretty much just like the vinyls. So then I just go ahead and load it up with just these little spots, and I'm just going to let that kind of rotate for a second. You don't have to act too quick with this is what I've learned. I thought you had to be super quick with it, but you really don't. You can kind of let it set for a second. It's okay. Then we're going to go ahead and take our spray paint. We're going to fully load that up. And after I load this up, again, I'm not going to be too quick to rinse it. I'm going to actually just let this kind of sit for a second and let that paint kind of settle where it wants to. And if there's areas you want to thicken up a bit, it's okay to come through and spray again right over top. Again, don't be afraid of it. I know you guys got this. Then after I get done doing that, I will get a water source. And I'm just going to use my hose here, or you could tuck them down into a bucket if you want to, if you already have a bucket made up if you plan on doing a bunch of these. But I'm just going to use my hose really quick and rinse off that power wash right from the outside, and that's going to expose this really cool pattern looking like beach water flowing over top of our first peekaboo. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that dry completely, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next step. So after I get it back inside, I'm going to go ahead and start removing my vinyls. I'm going to start with my quote first, and then I ended up doing one of the flowers. And what I realized after I removed the quote and one of the flowers was I need to go ahead and put the offset over top now, so that way I don't lose it. It was kind of difficult to see, so you just want to come through, and I pretty much just did one thing at a time. So I did the quote. I'm going to go ahead and apply the offset to that. And you can't, I don't know if you guys could really see it on camera there, but I can see the outline of the lettering. So that's why I was like, well, I don't want it to get lost with the flowers and everything. So we're just going to do it now. But that's the whole reason why I chose the white vinyl, because I want it to look like the foam or the frothy part was kind of pushed out of the way. I just wanted it to look all cohesive, you know, and the look. So that's why I chose a white vinyl. You could obviously choose any color you would like, but that's what I chose. So again, I'm just going to go through with all the flowers and do the same thing. I'm going to peel them back and apply their offsets right away so I don't lose track of where they're located. Now, after I got done applying all the offsets and I was kind of looking at it, I decided I wanted to add a little bit more to the surface. So I'm going to take this glitter here, it's called Bubbles, and I'm just going to randomly place this around the surface. I just use the liquid sealer that I have on hand, and I'm going to use that as my adhesive. So I'm basically doing two things at once. I'm sealing and I'm laying down extra glitter. So I pretty much just loaded up this tumbler with the sealer. And while it was still tacky, I just came right through and applied a bunch of this glitter down. Now, after I was done applying it, of course, I'm just going to come through and tap everything down, making sure that it's going to be nice and flat for me, because sometimes these bigger glitters like to bend, and anything that's bent, I just removed. So, you know, that's optional, or you could just use a pretty opal that you have on hand if this doesn't happen to be in stock. But after that, all that's left to do is apply its finishing coats of epoxy, and she is ready to go. Whether you take this design and duplicate it as is, or you take it and let it inspire you to create something that is completely your own, I hope that you guys had a lot of fun watching this tutorial today. Again, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.